thank you for coming. Neil Franklin, Don Warren, J. Scott Herod. I've also got Stuart Haney here as well as James Wynn. So we might pivot this a little bit, discuss potholes and infrastructure issues. Well, we got you on spot, but we want to thank the city and county for their just unwavering support for us. They've been very instrumental in our move to our new location. So thank you for your continued support for being here today. For 113 years, the East Texas State Fair has been deeply rooted in culture and traditions of Tyler and East Texas. What began in 1912 as a small fruit and vegetables fair has evolved into a celebration of our region's ever-changing agricultural landscape and a reflection of our growing community. The past year has been especially transformative as we relocated to our new home at the Park of East Texas. We experienced record attendance days at the fair with overall attendance of over 100,000 visitors. This relocation has opened the door for new opportunities to better serve our mission, promoting agriculture, strengthening our community, and providing family-friendly entertainment. This year, we're excited to host an East Texas favorite, the Red Dirt Barbecue and Music Festival, as well as numerous other events, which leads me to the following. Today, we are proud to announce the next great addition to the East Texas State Fair. In 2025, the East Texas State Fair will host our first ever professional rodeo. Thank you to Cavender for their generous support, as well as Pickett Pro Rodeo and the PRCA. The East Texas State Fair will feature a pro rodeo during the first 3 days of the fair, September 19th through 21st. This event will showcase top-tier rodeo action, including team roping, tie-down roping, steer wrestling, saddle bronc riding, bareback riding, barrel racing, breakaway roping, and bull riding. And of course, for the kids, and Stuart, mutton busting. As a PRCA sanctioned event, winnings earned right here in East Texas will count towards qualifications for the National Final Rodeo in Las Vegas, bringing some of the best competitors in the sport to our community. The rodeo will be presented by Cavenders, will be produced by Pickett Pro Rodeo, a name synonymous with excellence in professional rodeo. A second-generation stock contracting firm from Fairfield, Texas, Pickett Pro Rodeo has earned three world championship titles in bareback riding in 2020, 2023, and 2024. NFR Horse of the Finals Awards in 2019 and 2021, among many other accolades. Their reputation speaks for itself, and we could not be prouder to partner with them. It's my honor to welcome Pickett Pro Rodeo owner Colin Pickett here today. Thank you all very much, and we look forward to seeing you at the East Texas State Fair and Rodeo presented by Cavenders.
Thank you. Thanks for that introduction. I hope I can live up to that. We're excited. We're honored to be here. Thank you all for coming. And there's no way this can't be successful with the city, the county. Cavenders is behind it. You know, this is the first year, and everybody we've talked to is already talking about the future and how it can improve. And this first year, we're expected over $100,000 payout. For a first-year rodeo, that's outstanding. We're going to be one of the final weekends before the cutoff, before the NFR. So you can't guarantee contestants which ones are going to be here because they enter at their discretion. But more than likely, there's going to be a lot of world champions here. There's going to be a lot of decisions made about who goes to the National Finals Rodeo from this rodeo here. So it's just, we're honored to be here. We're here for the long haul and to make this better and better each year, and glad that the city and the county is behind this, and the great committee, and we're pleased to be a part of it, and thanks to Cody and the whole team that we get to be a part of it. And kind of the dream or idea we've had is coming to fruition here directly. So thanks again, and thanks to Cody for letting us be here.
Thank you. From the very beginning, the Picketts have been incredible partners in this vision. We couldn't be prouder to partner with such a legendary name in rodeo. their legacy runs deep in this sport, and we're making history together right here in East Texas. I'm Cody Rosenbaum, President and CEO of the East Texas State Fair, and I cannot tell you how excited I am that the cat is finally out of the bag. When we were deciding when to make this announcement, I said as soon as possible because I can't hold it in any longer. I'm so excited. A year ago, we were faced with the relocation of the fair, and that's when the pickets approached us with this bold idea of bringing a rodeo to Tyler. And obviously we were pretty busy at the time, and I remember telling them, we love it, but give us 2 or 3 years and maybe we'll be ready. Here we are 1 year later, about to make it happen. And I've said many times over the past year that God's favor must be on us. There's been so many things that have happened that you can just tell. And I'm going to tell a story really quick about that. During relocation, we were obviously moving really fast, and we had this one section of dirt that was not meeting compaction to be able to lay asphalt on it, and it was holding everything up. It was a huge delay, and we were getting really frustrated with it. We would remix the dirt, lay it back down, and it would still fail the test. And it was just a small area, but it was holding up all of our progress. And eventually we just said, you know what, forget it. We're going to put that asphalt somewhere else. It was our handicap parking lot, so we had to kind of pivot there. And then turns out that that piece of dirt that we left uncovered is the exact size and location of where our rodeo arena needs to be. So, like I said, God's favor has been on us this entire time, and as bad as that dirt was for laying asphalt, the pickets came and visited during this past fair, and I let them, kind of show us where they thought the rodeo arena needed to be. And I said, what about the dirt? And they said, this is perfect rodeo dirt. So I guess it was meant to be. Since then, many more things had to fall into place to make this possible, and thanks to the work of our great team, we are ready to rodeo in 2025. This isn't just any rodeo, it's a world-class PRCA sanctioned event that will put Tyler on the map as a premier rodeo destination. Let's not forget, East Texas is rodeo country. East Texas has produced many world champions and is home to several rising stars in the sport. And in 2025, we'll be crowning champions of our own right here at the East Texas State Fair Rodeo. When the fair was tasked with relocating, we knew several challenges and tough decisions would lie ahead. And so we came up with our 4 pillars to kind of be our North Star to guide our decision making moving forward. Those 4 pillars are agriculture, education, entertainment, and community. Rodeo represents all 4 of those pillars in a way that no other sport can. It promotes agriculture, it celebrates our heritage while delivering world-class, family-friendly entertainment, and most importantly, it brings our community together. I have to take a moment to recognize the volunteers who give their time and effort to make the fair and this rodeo possible. A special thank you to 2 of our board members, David Dial and Patrick Cooper. David's here today. Patrick is traveling and couldn't be here, but both of them have stepped up to be the co-chair of our rodeo committee, and we're extremely grateful for them. Their commitment has been instrumental in making this dream a reality. As well as Commissioner Herod. He's been guiding us along the way and has done so much for our organization, so thank you. Of course, none of this would be possible without our incredible sponsors. Businesses across East Texas have stepped up in a big way, as well as national brands that recognize the passion and potential of this event and are investing in East Texas. And today we want to give a huge thank you to our hometown partner, Cavenders, the presenting sponsor of the rodeo. Cavenders has been a champion of the Western way of life for many years, and we couldn't be prouder to partner with them to help bring rodeo to Tyler. So now at this time, I'd like to introduce Alicia Fuller, manager of the Tyler store. Thank you for letting us have this here today. You want to come up and say a few words?
Absolutely. We are excited to be the title sponsor for this event. We look forward to outfitting East Texans. We'll get you in that perfect pair of boots, new pair of jeans. We'll shape up your hats and make sure you're rodeo ready before you head out to the event. So thank you.
Thank you, Alicia. Again, thank you all for being here today. We're super excited about the upcoming rodeo that we're going to have at the fair. The fair continues to grow, and so we're looking forward to just being bigger and better than ever before. We will open questions for the media at the end. I do want to say that Mr. Tom Glaus from the PRCA, the CEO and president, will be available for virtual interviews following this, and his information is on that press release that I gave y'all. As well as any extra inquiries can be directed toward me. My information is on that press release as well. So if there's not anything else to be said, then we will open it up for questions.
So it seems that an arena needs to be built. What is that process?
That's a great question. I knew that was going to be the first one. Where on earth are we going to do this? We are building a temporary arena, so it's going to be built out before the fair, and then, like I said, the rodeo is the first 3 days of the fair. That Monday, it's going to go away. So it is a completely temporary arena, but we are building a 2,500 seat arena, so it's going to be pretty substantial. It's going to be really well built and well done. The Pickets are bringing in a mobile arena for the rodeo operations, and it's going to be in conjunction with the fair, so it'll feel like it's still part of the fairgrounds. It is a separate ticketed event, but we're excited to bring a 2,500 seat arena, and let's see, there will be a general admission side and a VIP side. The VIP side will include food and beverage, and there's a really cool concept for a deck rather than bleacher seating where you can stand at cocktail tables and things like that during the rodeo. So we've got a great plan. We're excited to execute it.
Is the infrastructure already in place, or are y'all anticipating having to do some more things with so many more people going to be coming?
One of the reasons for doing this the first weekend is to aid in increasing our attendance on the first weekend. The second weekend is when we really hit max capacity, so we know we are prepared to handle an additional 2,500 visitors based on what we do the second weekend of the fair.
And then since it's a temporary, are there plans for it to become permanent, or is it always going to be a temporary thing?
You want to answer that one? I mean, we are working with architects right now on the master plan concept for the Park of East Texas. That should come out later this summer. We do see rodeo as a long-term commitment we're making, and so we are planning for the future of rodeo to be on site. We obviously like to host events year-round as well. Don't know exactly what that looks like at this time, but we also are focusing on making dynamic facilities that can be used for a variety of sports, not just rodeo. So we want to make sure we're not just building agriculture facilities. We're building facilities that can serve our mission of agriculture, but can serve the county and our community in various ways.
You pretty well covered it. Would you happen to have an idea how much this temporary arena will cost on your end?
Ooh, I don't know that we have firm numbers to present today on that. I mean, the rodeo is going to be a profitable endeavor for the fair, even in this first year. So it's definitely going to be worth the investment.
And is this just a one-year thing, or you see yourself continuing this for future state fairs as well?
Like I said, we are committed to continuing rodeo. We see this as a long-term move for the fair. I think it's a great move. It's going to greatly benefit the fair in more ways than just hosting additional 2,500 people. I think it's going to, in a way, change the culture of the fair a little bit. We kind of see this year as getting back to our roots. That's something we've talked about a lot, and especially with the livestock show having to be hosted off-site, we're excited to bring animals back to the fair in a different way, and that's something that's really important to us. But like I said, we're focusing on those 4 pillars, and so anything that can help us achieve our mission of agriculture, education, entertainment, and community.
I think further to that point, the attraction this will get long term and for the community as a whole is going to be great. Not only the city of Tyler, Smith County as well. Bring in more people, more dollars being spent in the city and the county. I think it's going to be very beneficial for not only the fair, but for those entities as well.
So you mentioned in last year the livestock
That's a great question. Thank you for asking that. So our livestock show will host upwards of 2,000 head of cattle on site at one time, and what comes with that is a massive need for electricity, water, things like that. Also, when you're hosting animals on site in September, heat is a real issue, and we want to make sure that we're keeping all of our animals safe. So when it comes to the livestock show, we need to be able to have a massive amount of electricity. It's really the largest use of electricity on a fairgrounds is the livestock show. Most people don't realize that. And so we don't have the infrastructure yet for the livestock show. I will tell you that that is our number one priority, is bringing the livestock show back to Tyler. And but the needs for that are, we can't meet those needs at this time until we have a proper facility built. Um, Electricity, water, shade are extremely important to be able to handle that amount of livestock in a safe manner. With the rodeo, stock is being brought in each day and brought out. So they are there for a rodeo performance, and then they get to go home. And then we're also talking about a lot less animals on site as well. The rodeo is also profitable, and so we are looking at how we can expand our revenue centers for that goal of bringing the livestock show back. We need to be able to have multiple sources of revenue that we are relying on so that we can be able to build the building that we need at some point.
Yeah, and so this is the official announcement. How are y'all anticipating the community will react to the news?
I think the community is really going to embrace rodeo, and I talk about the four pillars a lot, and you would think agriculture and entertainment was the driving force behind it, and it's really community. That was our word of the year this year, was community, and everything we do is focused on how can we increase community engagement, how can we make the fair a better reflection of the people that it serves, and so community was the driving force behind it, and I've seen firsthand how engaging rodeo can be for a community, and I think that Tyler's going to eat this up.
Is there another rodeo in East Texas that is equivalent? I don't know rodeo. So.
There are other PRCA sanctioned rodeos in East Texas. I'm excited to partner with the Pickets. I think they are world-class producers and stock contractors, and so we're gonna have a first-class rodeo here in Tyler. Also, as Colin mentioned, the timing of it couldn't be better. We're right at the end of the PRCA season, so anyone that's trying to qualify for NFR in Las Vegas, chasing every dollar they can in the rodeo world. And then the way we line up with Buffalo, Stephenville, several other rodeos in the area, I think that we're going to get some top quality athletes. I know we'll have top quality stock.
Do any of our elected officials have anything they would like to add? They feel like I forgot to ask.
We are just very excited about it. This is a great announcement, and I know the city of Tyler and Smith County are truly excited about this. I'll make a comment.
Our relationship with Cody has been phenomenal with the fair. And when the whole fair relocated a couple of years ago, we were so excited for it to move, and to move where they've owned property for years. And our big concern was we didn't want the fair to die on our watch, or my watch as mayor. And it hasn't. And the move has been unbelievable. And the growth that has occurred because of Cody and all the board members at the fair has been phenomenal. And you ask about, what's this rodeo going to do for the community? It's going to be awesome. And I know one thing that's going to blow your mind, Casey, is I used to rodeo. In my junior and senior year of high school, I rode bareback, and all over East Texas. And I just threw away my chaps and my rigging about 2 weeks ago, or about 2 years ago. The rats got it. But I threw all my stuff away. But I know the impact of rodeo in East Texas is going to be phenomenal. So thank you to all these folks. Thank you to Cavenders.
So are you going to make an appearance?
Well, as a matter of fact, Cody did ask me if I would ride bareback. And if the community wants me to, maybe I will.
We are still in search of a rodeo clown, so I think that might be a better fit for.
Yeah, is there anything that y'all need from the community?
Well, we still are looking for sponsors for this event. We're proud to have Cavenders as our title sponsor, but there's several other sponsorships available. I'm sure our rodeo committee will be expanding soon, and we'll be needing volunteers for that. But main thing we need is the community to come out and support us.
No, no.
All right.
Great job.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
You bet.
Group photos to read.
Stick around for a photo real quick.
We'll turn it a little, there we go. Okay. Alright. Yes. Mayor Warren, you didn't turn it just a little. You're good. Alright. 1, 2, 3.
Y'all stay there when she's done. I'm gonna get some.
We've got some other elected officials and board members. Can we get one real quick while we're all still standing here? Some of those folks? Stuart, James, Ben, Mark, Brian, Dustin.
Yeah, y'all.
Can't do it without him.
Get us all that we need to squeeze in.
I'm squeezing, but I'm probably gonna take about 3 photos.
You go to that side.
I'm pointing at both of you. It's for you. You need to be in it.
Three sons of me. Come on.
Don't come up front. Don't come up front.
Oh, the shorty. Alright, I'm gonna take multiple shots, that way I can get a pan over you. Okay. Alright, ready? Alright, back again. Everybody else good?
I need to get some video real quick.